Beer is defined as a fermented, alcoholic beverage made from barley, wheat, rice etc. and flavored with hops. In ancient Babylon, the women brewers were also priestesses. Goddesses Ninkasi and Siduri were patronesses of beer, and certain types were exclusively brewed for temple ceremonies. Beer mugs over 3,000 years old were uncovered in Israel in the 1960s. Archaeologists said the find at Tel Izhar indicated Israelis' beer drinking went back to the days of King Saul and King David. An Assyrian tablet from 2000 BC lists beer among the foods Noah used to provision the ark. Some interesting facts: brewing is one of mankind's most ancient manufacturing arts, maybe as old as agriculture and definitely as old as bread. In fact, it is likely that beer and bread were byproducts of each other. Archaeologists say that beer bread was known in many eras throughout history. Beer came into its own in the Christian era through the influence of the monasteries. Monks often built the first breweries as pioneers of the hotel business, providing shelter, food and drink to pilgrims and other travelers. European beer first arrived in America with Christopher Columbus' ships. On his last voyage to America in 1502, Columbus found the natives of Central America making a first-rate brew of maize, resembling English beer. There is evidence that brewing process was established in Babylon in 6000 BC. Egyptian improved upon the process and Romans started for the commercial purpose. The Normans carried the process to England when they conquered it. The term beer covers drink like ale, lager, stout etc. The addition of hops started in the middle of 16th century. The beer gets its name from Anglo-Saxon word called beer, which means barley. There is evidence that brewing process was established in Babylon in 6000 BC. Egyptian improved upon the process and Romans started its first commercial production. The term beer covers drink like lager, ale, stout etc. The addition of hops started in the middle of 6th century. In England, the beer drinking house, pub, originated. These houses were represented by signboards of King Head or Red Rooster. Interesting fact is that generally beer-making countries do not produce quality wine or vice versa. Beer is defined as a fermented, alcoholic beverage made from barley, wheat, rice, potato etc. flavored with hops. Types of beer: bottom fermenting, top fermenting. bottom fermenting yeasts ferment at lower temperatures, 206 oC, settle in bottom of wort after fermentation. Figured close to freezing for several weeks, characterized by a crisp tasting, lighter body and less fruity aroma. Rounded, smooth beer. Over last 150 years or so, lagers have become the predominant beers. Top fermenting yeasts. Ferment at temperature 15 degrees minus 19 degrees Celsius, settle at top of wort after doing the fermentation. Ferments less fully and less discriminately. Characterized by more fruity flavors and aromas with a malty, full-bodied flavor. Prior to the 1800s, ales were almost universal.